Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. You can reach us on the Bordas & Bordas hotline. That number, as always, is 412-575-2600. You can also tweet me tonight at KDPomp. Riding solo tonight, so give us a shout. Until 11 o'clock here, we'll begin with the news of the day, a Steelers spending spree, as we knew that they were in talks with Chris. A deal might get done, and today was that deal. He wanted money commensurate with what his percentage of field goal conversions has been compared to some of the others in the league, and the top salaries belong to guys like Stephen Gostkowski right now of New England. Well, today, Bosworth cashed in a 5-year deal, $4 million per. That's $20 million if it goes the entire course. And he has been terrific. Last year, a Pro Bowl season in 2017, where he had 35 of 38 field goals. He also hit all 4 of his attempts over 50 yards, and he was clutch when he had to be clutch. Basically 3 walk-off winners, to use a baseball expression there, when he hit a game-winning field goal as time expired. So that tied an NFL record. Boswell has been terrific, and he gets what he deserves at this point, and the Steelers have someone they can rely on in big situations. And the Killer Bees trifecta, the triple bobblehead came out by the NFLPA and the National Bobblehead Museum today. We showed you it at 6 o'clock. I'll show you a little bit more at 11 o'clock. But the one Killer Bee who's not on it is Boswell. He should be on it. He's been terrific, and he is a killer, and he is a bee, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll get his own special one, the kicking killer bee. Well today, and both these guys are guys who've come a long way. Chris was not even in a camp. He needed a tryout to get here. Vince Williams was someone who was a 6th-round pick. Not many of those become starters, and not many become significant starters, and he is for the Steelers right now an inside linebacker, complimenting whomever is over there, whether it's John Bostic, Tyler Matakevich, or whomever. But he, last year with 8 sacks, 88 tackles, he gets a new deal. It's 4 years, $5 million a year, roughly $20 million for that as well. So the Steelers have that deadline that they use all the way to the beginning of the season to sign players. Be all they're looking for, although you never know as time goes on. Meantime, Sports Illustrated is going to release their annual Super Bowl prediction piece coming up here, but we know that, talking to some people over there today, that they will pick the Steelers to get to the Super Bowl this season, citing New England going a step backwards and not being the team they were last year. Steelers do have still questions when it comes to defense, of course, until we see it in action. Those questions will persist with no Ryan Shazier. But Sports Illustrated also has them losing to the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl this year, a game which will be seen on CBS and KDKA. So hopefully they will get there. We'll have a lot to talk about that week. The offense seems to be in pretty good shape. There are going to be a lot of things to watch. Make sure you tune in for our 5 hours of Steeler coverage this Saturday, beginning at 3 o'clock, going all the way until after the game, and then post-game, and then a special edition of this program, Steelers and Titans at Heinz Field. Charlie Batch and I will have that for you. Rich Walsh and Missy Matthews also involved there, and we have a lot to get into. Who will be the third quarterback? At this point, it looks very certain that it's going to be Roethlisberger, Landry Jones, and Mason Rudolph. Got to be safe. There's no way they're going to do anything but keep him on the roster, which means Landry, or Josh Dobbs rather, is going to have to certainly get his opportunity. Maybe it's on the practice squad, and if it is, that's a risk. They could lose him, but that seems most likely. Although, I will always argue that Josh Dobbs has potentially bigger ceiling right now than Landry Jones. I think we all know what Landry Jones is. He's a veteran. He's experienced. He knows what he's doing in there when he gets in. But he's also at the end of a deal at the end of the season, and we know that probably he'll get a deal that it'll be bigger than the Steelers want to pay. Who knows? Pirates are off tonight. Cubs are winning against Cincinnati if it matters. Javier Baez, by the way, tonight hit a 481-foot home run, second largest in the majors this season. We'll show that to you at 11 o'clock on KDKA-TV as well. So we have a lot to get into. It's 412-575-2600. Tweet me at KDPomp. And later in the show, we are also going to find out who came up with a sizzling shot. Brought to you by Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. In fact, we have 2 hole-in-ones to tell you about. The sizzling shot brought to you by Ruth's Chris, 6 PPG Place downtown, home of the sizzling steak. We will continue right after this.